Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Barely Bookish podcast. Today, we're continuing on with the Vampire Lestat, and I am once again joined by Candace.
Hi.
Okay. What the fuck is going on with Lestat?
Do you?
That's what's happening, pretty much.
He's miserable. That's what's going on with
Miserable.
Lestat. He's
He's
sad and miserable and lonely all of the time, even when he's
mhm,
surrounded by people. That is what's happening
mhm,
to Lestat.
and hallucinating a little bit.
Correct. A little bit of that as well. Just, just
Yep,
treat.
yep. But we are on chapter 5, and I guess we may as well just get right on into it because I know us, and we can never continue on a linear path, anyways. So Gabrielle says that she's tired of all the vampires, their rules, their weird humanity, and she wants to see the world. Which, Gabrielle, my girl, my freaking girl. Because when I travel, and look, I'm immediately on a tangent. I don't want to be in a big fucking city. Like, me and Lestat would never hang out. Because if you were like, hey, I want to go be in Paris, I would say, fuck you. I don't like Paris. I don't
Yeah,
like big cities.
absolutely for real there. I feel like she's in this weird place though where she like doesn't give any fucks.
Yeah.
Like she's in like a really like who cares era of her life.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I don't know. I feel like we're both vibing with her here.
Yeah. And sometimes you want to be a feral goblin that runs in the woods, no shoes, mud everywhere. And that's
Correct.
okay. That's okay, I think.
Yes. Absolutely
And
correct.
and I love that for her because she spent her entire life being all prim and proper. Let her run barefoot in the woods.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think that, like, she can't understand Lestat, but, like, kind of takes for granted that he can't understand her and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like he's like, "Why don't you understand me? Why can't I understand you?" And she's like, "Why don't you understand me? Why can't I understand you?" It's kind of like a standoff here between the two of them. Like, it's high noon and they're both, like, in the center of town square or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just like, when do either of these people just get sick of their
Yeah.
shit, right? Like, when do
Yeah.
these people go, "We're probably not very good for each other," and then leave?
Literally.
When
Well, it's always that thing where it's like you realize if you weren't family, you would never hang out with some of your family
Mhm.
because you guys are like not similar at all. Like you have nothing in common. You're nothing like each other.
Yeah.
Like I think about that sometimes. Like especially when it comes to like, your extended family. Like
Mhm.
it's hard.
Yeah.
And like they are getting to the point where it's like, okay, we are not forced by blood anymore to spend time together. And when you really boil it down, we have nothing in common.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Lestat believes that Marius is alive, and Gabrielle says that the entire story around Marius sounds like a made up fairy tale. Which, like, yeah, yeah, do.
Mhm. I love how skeptical she is though, especially, like, in the face of Lestat being so, like, curious. Like, this is, like,
Hmm.
the first thing he's been passionate and excited about in forever, and she's like, "Poo-poo." Like,
Yep.
I feel like this is her at her most matronly. Like, we talked a little bit last episode about how her mom side has been
Mhm.
coming out, and I feel like this is just more of the same, right? Like, there's, like, a certain amount of protectiveness,
Oh,
and I don't want my son to get disappointed that's happening here that kind of is almost a throwback to, like, that first time that we meet her, like, in the beginning of the book, where she's
yeah.
like she doesn't really care what Lestat does, but at the same time is like, please don't get hurt. Like, I don't want you to get hurt, right? Like, I'm going to send you to this school because I don't want you to get hurt. I'm going to let you read books because I don't want you to get hurt. I'm going to encourage you to, take charge of the family because I don't want you to get hurt. I'm going to encourage you to stop fighting with your brothers because I don't want you to get hurt. This feels like a very kind of similar caveat, right? Where she's like,
Hmm.
snap out of it. Like,
Yeah.
don't do this, right? I love the
Literally.
line though where she's like, "I want to go to the North Woods where white men have never been." And I was like, "Same girl,
Period.
lead the
Period.
way."
Get
We
out of the
find
colonialism. For the
utopia.
love of God.
First of
Okay.
all, yes. Second of all, do you know that once you get there, you've kind of ruined it already?
Truly. Truly. I'm like, you are your problem, actually.
No offense to
So as we kind of talked about, Lestat's fully a city boy, and he's like getting scared of the like distance that's forming between them. This whole like thing about how Lestat figures out that like some Egyptian myths are actually Marius,
Yeah.
which I was not super following, but I was like, okay, that's interesting. Like I felt a little bit too much like Lestat's mom, where I was like, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
she, like, kept poking and poking and poking at him, though, and I was like, "Man, like, y'all are, like, perfect for each other in many
Mm-hmm.
ways, but also deeply
Mm-hmm.
mismatched." Like,
Mm-hmm.
you can tell she's, like, tuning him out. I liked the story about Typhon and Osiris. I thought that was
Yeah.
cool. I do like they bring it back to Egypt because, like, I feel like although Egypt also feels very safe, I feel like there's, like,
Yeah.
this really strange white American, but also, like, white British urge to, like, make Egypt white people,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "You know they're brown, right?" And they're like, "Yeah, but they're not black brown, so," and I'm like, "Yeah, anything to not be black brown, right?" Like,
Apparently. Apparently.
Cleopatra wasn't brown like that, she was also Italian, you know? Like, everybody's, like, try to divorce these North Africans from their blackness, and I'm like, there's so many North African black people. Yes, there are a lot of, like, Middle Eastern North African people who are tan, right, who are beige or well, not beige,
Mm-hmm.
but, like, tan or, like, light brown, right? Sure,
Mm-hmm.
right, that have more Middle Eastern features and all that stuff, but, like, there are a lot of black people, and, like, whenever people argue that, like, I knew a girl once who was black, definitely black, had black features, and she was like, "I'm not black, I'm Egyptian." And I was like, why is being black so unpalatable?" Right?
Yeah.
I think there are a lot of people who, like, don't really question that reality, like, why can't
Mm-hmm.
Cleopatra be a black woman? Why is it better for Cleopatra to be a light-skinned woman than a dark-skinned woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
And not even light-skinned, like, in a light-skinned black person kind of way, but light-skinned, like, white. Like, they usually make her, like, very, very fair or, like,
Mm-hmm.
slightly Middle Eastern looking, right? But it's why I don't think that people understand that that's, like, low-key anti-black. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it feels like they're just like, "Well, no, it's just different. It's not wrong that, you know, it's not wrong. Blackness isn't wrong. It's just different." And it's like, right, but you hear Cleopatra was supposed to be really beautiful, these Egyptians were gorgeous, and you don't associate that with them being black, right? What are you saying
Yeah.
about being black? Like, I don't think that people really understand that, like, dichotomy. So, like, here reading all of this, I remember when I was younger and I was reading this, like, all these people were instantly black. I'm like, Marius is black. Fucking
Yep.
everybody here is black. Like, I don't care, right? But there are so many people who read this and then interpret it as just Middle Eastern. And it's like, why are you so upset about blackness, right? Like, why are you doing this? So I'm curious to see how Anne Rice is going to kind of move through the rest of this narrative because I don't really like obviously I was reading it through the glasses of somebody who was marginalized for being black among other
Mm-hmm.
things when I was younger. So now that I'm older, I'm like, man, I don't remember how I like netted out with this, like where my brain kind of went. So I'm very
Mm-hmm.
interested to kind of see how it unfolds. One of the things I wrote down though is I was like, maybe they're going to make Marius Swana, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
which is Southwest Asian and North African, right? So
Mm-hmm.
instead of Middle Eastern, we use Swana. And I kind of wonder if they will make him Swana. Like, for example, the actor, oh, what is his name? Hold on. He's from The Mummy, the original Mummy that made everybody bisexual. Um, Oded Fair. Yes, Oded Fair. He played Ardeth Bey in The Mummy. I feel like he would be the perfect Marius because he's like an older gentleman
Mm-hmm.
and he's very tan and sexy and like handsome looking. Like I feel like if they picked him to be Marius, that would be so smart because like he has the gravitas of an older man. Like I don't think he should be young like Lestat
Mm-hmm.
and Armand. I feel like they should cast like a more kind of seasoned like silver fox kind of dude to be
Yeah.
Marius because he's supposed to be
Yeah.
so old. But I feel like he'd be a good choice for that character if I like could choose anyone. That's who I would cast. I think that dude. If you've never seen The Mummy, he's also in 40-Year-Old Virgin. Not 40-Year-Old Virgin. Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo.
Okay.
He's the
I'm
guy
gonna
that
just look him
teaches
up
Rob.
really quick.
He's the one who teaches
Um,
Rob Schneider how to be a prostitute.
can
Yeah.
you spell his name for me?
Yes. Odedfehr. Oded Fair. Handsome older man.
Oh, oh yeah, I've
Beautiful
seen
as a
this
young
man.
man, still beautiful as an old man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Good looking.
I want to see what I know him from
Hmm.
because I've never seen The Mummy or that.
You've never seen The
Oh,
Mummy?
I know. I know. I think I've seen him in Resident Evil.
Rachel,
I know.
don't distract from the
I
topic at
know.
hand.
I know. I'm terrible.
I understand that you are a mostly straight individual. However, if you watch The Mummy, that might change some things for you.
Straight questionable.
This
Yeah.
is this is what I'm saying. I mean, once upon a time in 1999, when you were but a child, if you were even born at that point, um, there was a movie called The Mummy,
Mm-hmm.
and it is a film about a brother and sister, two siblings. The
Mm-hmm.
brother is Brendan Fraser, who is
Mm-hmm.
an ultimate heartthrob. Even thick now, still hot as fuck. Uh, fucking normalize fucking plus size men, because damn. And then Rachel Weisz, who is like eternally
Mm-hmm.
sexy and is married to Daniel Craig, and I'm pretty sure they both are bisexual and swing all the time. That's my headcanon about those two.
Oh, ideal, honestly.
Yes, genuinely living your life, having a good time. Um, and so like, actually, I'm totally wrong. Rachel Weisz's brother is actually this dandy,
Mm-hmm.
played by John Hannah, who's an English actor, and he's
Mm-hmm.
hilarious. He's like the comic relief.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you would know him from. If you've seen Sliding Doors or Spartacus, that's what John Hannah is from.
I've seen Spartacus, I think.
Okay, yeah, Spartacus, Blood, like the TV show or the original movie.
It would have been original movie.
Okay, then not that one. Um,
Okay.
he's a very charming English guy. He's
Mm-hmm.
awkward as fuck, but he's still sexy in this movie somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone in this movie is hot. I'm going to tell you that right now. Literally every single person in the movie, you're like, yeah, okay. And that's why it's a bisexual icon. So Rachel Weisz and Brendan Fraser are each other's love interests. They are not siblings. Um, Rachel Weisz is like a hot librarian. Like it is a movie that is just so obviously there to just make as many people question their sexuality as possible.
Okay. So I
Yeah.
just need to go watch it. Maybe then we'll finally get a title. I don't know.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You don't need a label as long as you know what you are. Okay? It's like that it's like that meme. I know what you are.
Listen,
It's
I
like
at
that.
this point, I describe my sexuality as if you're hot, I'm probably down.
That part. Well, I did that is literally the box office tagline of The Mummy. If you ask anyone who has ever seen The Mummy, they will tell you that that is the case. If you're
Yeah.
hot, I'm probably down. That's the whole movie. That's literally the movie. Even the
Yeah.
bad guy, like even the monsters and shit. There's like a weird, like creepy mummy lady that's like a ghost, but also not. But also she's a mummy. I don't know. It's wild. She's also hot. Like it doesn't make any sense. It's crazy. There's a scarab beetle in it. Scarab beetle somehow attractive. Ridiculous.
You know what?
Ridiculous
Hell
movie.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Ridiculous movie. Yeah, it's very good.
I'm gonna have to watch it. I
Highly
it's been on the
recommend.
list for a while. I like there's multiple movies that I want to watch. I want to watch that. I want to watch Jennifer's Body. Like I don't
Oh,
care that it's
yep.
not the greatest.
Classic.
I want to see it.
Classic. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Gabrielle decided she wants to see if she can sleep in the earth itself, and if she doesn't come back, we'll know she failed. Which, what a woman. What a fucking woman.
Mm-hmm.
Love her. So then she descends into the earth as if she belonged there, which is wild imagery to me. Like I'm kind of imagining like, you know, in Minecraft when it's like night one, you just dig two holes down and you like jump into it and you cover it with a dirt block. That's the visual I was getting.
I feel like it's like so punk rock in some
Yeah.
ways.
Yep.
She's like, I don't need a $1,500 coffin. I just need this grass. Like,
Ugh.
all right,
So
hippie,
hardcore.
get in
So
your fucking
hardcore.
hole then.
I
She's
love
like,
her.
she looks at Lestat and is like, if I don't come out tomorrow, you know why. I'm like, what the fuck? That's so ominous. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, oh, if you don't see me, know that I was swallowed by the earth, or that the sun has leached its way and fucking rended my flesh from my bones. Like, okay, ma'am. Like,
She
suddenly we see where Lestat gets his drama from. Okay.
literally. She's such a serotonin chaser, and I'm obsessed with
She
it.
is. She's like, I am so melancholy. Lestat's like, I am melancholy. She's like, you're a wimp. I'm leaving.
Yeah. What a queen. What an icon, honestly.
Oh my god. Obsessed with her.
So Lestat writes on the rock that he's looking for Marius and he's going towards Lions, which is
Oh,
definitely not how you say it, but I'm going
Lyon.
to. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yep.
My 2 years of French did fucking nothing for me. Um, so we're on part 6, The Devil's Road from Paris to
Cairo.
Cairo. Thank
Mhm.
you. So chapter 1. So Lestat stops by the theater one last time, and Armand and Nikki are in some heated conversation in what used to be the dressing room he shared with Nikki, which is hilarious to me a little bit. Just a
Dude,
tiny bit.
especially because Nikki is wearing a red frock coat. And I'm like, what is it with these flamboyant bitches and their fucking red cloaks? Like, enough already. Enough.
Literally. Literally. So it's been months uh after, so basically he leaves the room and he like recaps all their travel. So he went to, God, you're gonna have to tell it to me one more time.
Cairo?
Lyon's?
Oh, Lyon. Hmm.
Lyon? Uh Turin? Turin?
Yes,
Vienna?
Turin, which is in Italy. Hmm.
Thank you. Prague? Lepice? St. Petersburg? And then to Italy for years. He went a
Leipzig.
lot of places.
Hmm.
Thank you. Thank
Yes.
you. I feel very uncultured right now. I'm like, he went. It's like when you hear someone fucking, so I'm from Michigan, so it's like when people say instead of Mackinac, they'd say Mackinac,
Yeah.
you know?
Hmm.
That kind of same vibe, same
They got
vibe.
good fudge there.
Oh, yes, they do.
Hmm.
Man, now I want fudge. Ugh,
Same.
love fudge. So they ended up traveling more and ended up in, one more time,
Lyon?
Carousel,
Oh, Cairo.
Cairo. What? Am I thinking about alcohol right now? What is happening?
I don't think they get to
Um,
Cairo yet, right? Isn't he still like in Euro, like in the European area or
so they
Eurasia?
went there. Basically, they just like lightly recapped, and then they said they ended up in Cairo.
Okay.
And then every place they went, he wrote a message for Marius.
Can you
He then
imagine the
also,
humans that are like finding these messages?
I know, because it's like some freaking architecture kid. Like I want to like headcanon that it's like an architecture like intern,
Yeah.
and he's
Like
like,
100 years in the future? Who are
"Yep,
these people? Why
who
are
the
they
fuck
writing
is
to each other?
Marius?"
Who is Marius? Who is Lestat? What does Lestat want out of this situation? Are they in
Yeah.
love? You guys should fuck already. God.
How rich was this dude that he traveled all along? And this was like a lifetime thing for him. And then I'm
Yeah.
imagining Lestat being like going through a museum and like seeing the letter that he wrote to fucking Marius on the wall and him being like, oh my God, that's so
Is
embarrassing.
this a breach of privacy? I'd like a word with your manager.
Yeah, literally. I can you imagine like because like they've got like people's love notes and like letters they write to like husbands and shit. Like if I was a vampire and I was like, I went to a museum and I saw like the freaking poetry I wrote to like my like XXXX whatever. I'd be pissed. I'd be so pissed. I'd be like, that is so fucking embarrassing. All
Mhm.
of my vampire friends have seen this. Like,
Absolutely.
they knew I was down bad. Okay.
And
Like,
they're gossiping about it. What do you mean someone's written an entire thesis about this? A thesis?
a thesis?
They presented it to a board of their peers and superiors? Aw.
And you're like, and he was never even worth it. Like,
He ended up being a giant asshole. Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. What do you mean Oprah has put it on her book club?
oh my God. Like, can you imagine if someone got a hold of your fucking diary?
No, dude.
Oh my God. I'd
No,
lose
dude,
my
especially
goddamn
my
mind.
especially like my high school diary. Yo, kill me,
Oh,
dude. Throw me off a fucking bridge. No. No, thank
like,
you.
I want to like preemptively burn the poetry I wrote in middle school just in case. You know what I mean? Like,
Genuinely. It's funny though, I have thought about like a one act play where I read all of my sad junior high
yeah.
school and high school poetry.
Yep.
I have considered this. Maybe one poem a week on a podcast that has like a finite
Yeah.
number of episodes.
I always think it would be fun, but then I'm also like, oh my God, but then everybody would know. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
that's the double-edged sword. What if it blows up and now the whole world fucking knows about your shitty
Yep.
poetry?
Yep. 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 When you're in middle school and you think you're in love, you know, like, ugh,
No, thank
no,
you. No,
I can't.
thanks.
I can't read it myself without vomit a little in my mouth.
Yeah. Yuck.
So they end up coming upon the coven in various places, but it was very obvious to Lestat that all of the old ways were breaking down. Like nobody's really into it anymore,
Mhm.
which
I get it.
obviously,
Yeah.
yeah,
I need like more of this like Eurasian like tour of vampirism though. Like that
I
could be its own
know.
show. Like I'm so he's like talking about all these places and how vampires vampire in different like spots all over Europe and Asia,
Mhm.
and like I'm just there listening. Like, I mean, I want to know more about the Turkish vampires. Is there a Turkish
Same.
vampire association? Can we talk about how like because like the Turkish vampires? He's like, oh yeah, they just like wear clothes and they live in these castles and stuff, and people just think that they're regular people and it's fine, and like nobody has to be weird about it. And I'm like,
Hello.
why aren't you doing that, man? What
Yeah,
are you
literally.
doing?
Can you imagine? Like, I'm equating it to like a vampire UN. You know what I mean? Like
Yes, that's what I want.
insane. Yeah.
Shout out to anybody who watches What We Do in the Shadows.
Mm-hmm.
That vampire meeting episode that they have where it's like
Mm-hmm.
all of the vampires from like different movies and pop culture and they all like meet to talk about their vampirism. That's one of my favorite episodes of any television show ever.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love it. That's very much how this feels.
Truly.
Except
Truly.
international instead of like just mostly American and UK vampires.
Mm-hmm. So Lestat does see a variety of other lone vampires, and they all keep their distance from each other. And he's like, "Okay, so we can kind of survive alone."
Mhm.
Which, like, I don't think Lestat can physically ever be alone,
No.
to be honest.
Mm-mm.
But it is
No.
nice to know that there are vampires out there like that.
There is an option.
It is an option.
It
It's not
can
one
work. Yeah.
he will ever use,
He like
but it's
talks about
there.
how he doesn't meet any like old vampires either.
Hmm.
And how like no one's heard of like Marius or any of these other like there's like some stories or whatever, but no one's seen or heard from any of
Hmm.
these like those who would be kept people, like these fancy vampires.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, if you're not meeting any old vampires, like, and you're only meeting like fledglings, like new vampires, who the fuck is going around making all these new vampires? Like, who is the
Yeah.
person that is begetting all of these new vampires? Like, I don't. Clearly, there must be at least one old one somewhere. Like, who the fuck is making all these vamps?
Yeah, because I mean, I gotta imagine that like you get to a certain point where it's like you get tired of keeping up with technology, and you're like, you
Yeah,
know what, I'm gonna go on like a little 100-year hiatus, and like I'll figure it all out in about 100 years when I come back. But like, how about we all go on a little retreat really quick? Because I'm
that.
fucking over this shit. Like,
And
I'm imagining they're all on a retreat together because they're just over all the bullshit.
I could see that. I could absolutely see that. Just like being done.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because like sometimes you don't want to like check out of life, but you just want to like put a quick pause on it for a little bit.
Yeah, and, like, honestly, I feel like that's so, like, real and so valid, and,
Hmm.
like, absolutely the way that I feel about my everyday modern life, let alone of an old one where, like, you don't
Yeah.
have fucking phone games
Yeah.
and video
Literally.
games and, like, computers and internet, right? Like,
All I'm imagining is like people being like, Marius, we all thought you were dead. And he's like, you could have fucking called me. Like my phone's been charged the whole time. What do you
you couldn't
mean?
have asked, like, nobody ever says, "Happy birthday, Marius. Are you okay, Marius? Do you need anything, Marius?" Never, okay? Never. I never hear from you ungrateful bitches.
My iPhone 6 has been charged this whole time. We're on the iPhone what?
No, I will
Oh,
not be upgrading.
no. You guys are lucky you got me on an iPhone, okay? I wanted to keep my fucking flip phone, but freaking Magnus over there said I couldn't have my flip phone anymore. He took it away from me. So now I have an iPhone 6. So in Greece, they found literal demons and they ended up attacking Lestat and Gabrielle, which is crazy. Like, we just immediately kind of curse over that. They're like, oh, yeah, the demon's over there. I'm like, the what? Back up.
I feel like this is supposed to be like the people that whatchamacallit sees.
Mm,
Louis and Claudia see. I
okay.
wonder if they're talking about like those ghoul like fiends, you
Mm,
know?
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I kind of hope that like this is like a teaser for something we're gonna explore later in the series,
I
and I
mean, that would
think
be
it is.
awesome, honestly.
I
I would
think it
love that.
is.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Well, and then they found revenants, which is what I think the ghouls were.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, but they say that they're basically like race. But I think the revenants are what we saw in the TV show.
Hmm.
So after all that traveling, he never found an old vampire or anyone that was special or had any gifts of interest, which is so funny because he's like everybody was fucking lame on all of my traveling. Like he's been gone for we have to assume like somewhere between like 20 to 30 years, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And just being like, "Oh yeah, everybody was fucking boring. Crazy. Wild." Have you ever traveled with somebody that like doesn't is like a super pessimist and isn't really that into traveling?
Yes, it is rough.
Yeah.
It is
That
really rough.
Stott's giving that energy right now.
Because you're like, do you want to go do this? They're like, if you do that, it's going to be a bad time. You're like, what about this? Yeah, we could do that, but, you know, not if you're serious about having a good time. Like, ugh,
Yeah, and you're like, "Oh my god, just let's go to the
stop.
bar." Like whatever. Like I don't even drink like that, but at this point I need a fucking drink, okay?
Genuinely.
So the vampires in Rome, Venice, and Florence all adapted with the times, we find out. And I'm guessing it's because like those are like heavily touristy areas, you know?
Yeah, lots more foot traffic.
Yeah. So I'm guessing that those would be the places, you know?
Mm-hmm.
New York City is not like staying back in the times, you know what I mean? Like they're adapting. They're adapting. There's
Yeah,
too much fucking foot traffic there.
right.
Like I'm imagining that they're like, yeah, New York City's in the dark ages. How? How?
Impossible.
Literally. So they tend to dress in outfits from the year they were born and but as if like they were the royalty of that time, which to me hilarious because I'm imagining right now, like go with me here,
Mm-hmm,
that like
mm-hmm.
your bestie is like a vampire from like the 1800s. So
Yeah,
they're dressed in like royal garb from the 1800s, and then you're dressed like fucking Kate Middleton. Okay, hilarious. And like, don't get me wrong, Kate Middleton, decent style. I'm not mad about it.
sure. But
But
also,
those together,
those together,
hilarious.
not good. Very confusing, in fact.
I would be like, listen, Bestie, I understand that like that the vibe is, ball gown, but we are just going to Subway. So
Genuinely, that you're going to need to do something about this whole thing you have going on here.
like, sorry, I'm gonna be wearing pants, and I feel like the royal line is not allowed to wear pants for some reason. So we do find out that the Theater of the Vampires is a huge scandal in the vampire world because, of course, it would be. There's probably not much to gossip about in the vampire
No,
world.
no.
So,
Definitely not a lot to gossip about at all. And I
no.
feel like it's all like it feels to me like it's all very much conspiracy theory, right? It
Hmm.
doesn't feel like it's like actual like meaningful conversation because like
Hmm.
I feel like at that point when you like know so much and you've had so many experiences, right? And like all the mortals have like died out and then you've gotten new ones that you enjoy. Like
Hmm.
how does that change the things you discuss, right? Like what is small
Yeah.
talk to a vampire now?
Yeah. Yeah. It has to get to a point where it's like, also, you can read every single thing and every thought they've ever had. So, like, your small talk at that point has to be like the most deep, meaningful conversations that you're like, oh, I see that trauma that you had when you were immortal at 13. And you're like, I also see your trauma that you had when you died and became immortal. Like, that's got
And
to
you're
be
just sitting
small
in
talk.
silence like, yeah.
Yeah. Lots of silence. Lots of silence for sure.
Lots. Lots and lots. I do feel bad
So,
though, like for like him kind of like thirsting after like updates and like things
mhm,
that are comfortable. Like that's so sad to me. Like that's so like tragic.
yeah. Yeah. Like, as much as I love to travel, I also love to come home. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like, there's this little feeling that like when you're a vampire, that you can't ever come home.
Yeah, that doesn't exist.
Yeah. And I just can't imagine. Like, I don't know what I would do without my comfy little couch, my
Mm-hmm.
cat, toes by the fire. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like, daylight's one thing. I don't need daylight, honestly. I mean, I do I do love to be outside, but
Mm-hmm.
like I'm cool if the outside's at nighttime.
Right.
You know, I'm not like that prone to needing the sun,
Mm-hmm.
but like the idea of cutting off everybody I know and love is not something I would be able to manage, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Like we're just gonna all have to work that out. Like maybe the whole group becomes vampires. I don't know. Like
I
maybe
mean,
like
yeah.
Rachel, yeah, like Rachel, you created a coven 15 minutes into being a vampire, and I'm like, what the fuck was I supposed to do? Leave the homies behind? The fuck?
How long did you expect me to go without?
Yeah,
A week? A
I'm not.
month? 6 years? Now I'm the youngest person in my crew instead of being the oldest person in my crew? I mean, that does sound nice. That's what I would
Yeah.
do. If I were a vampire, I'd be like, how many years are me and Rachel apart? I'll get at her in a couple of years.
You're like, oh no, wait. I'm gonna
Mhm.
actually wait.
I'll
And
come
like,
back around.
like Candace, I can't. What's your skincare routine? And you're gonna be like, you're gonna find out in 10 years.
So
Okay.
soon. So soon you're going to know.
You're gonna like maybe start prep work, whatever prep you want to do. I would say the timeline is 10 years,
You're going to want to
three
start eating a
days.
lot of iron rich meals. Is what
Yep,
Figure out if you like blood sausage.
yep.
Get back to me.
You're like, how do you feel about blood pudding? No, okay.
Liver and onions? No?
No, no,
Rare?
all right.
No?
Rare,
Okay.
blue
All right.
ware. Okay.
That's fair. It's fine.
So Roger sends a letter about the plays and how interesting they are. He's basically like, "You did a really good job leaving this to them. The whole world's taken by them."
Yo, it's
It's
so hard because he's like, guess what? But guess what, bestie? Roger
yeah,
here with an update. You know that thing you put together? It's doing so good. You're so smart. No one could have done this but you. Let me tell you, they owe everything they have to you. And Lestat's there reading it like, I don't want anything from them. I just want friends. Do they ever ask about me, Roger? And Roger's like, never. Like, holy shit.
the starts like, "All around me are familiar."
Yes. Oh, this poor man. Like, he gets all these updates. Like, and it's so funny the way she writes it too, because like she like writes in the voice of Roger, like, and gives you the
Mhm,
letter, and it's like
mhm.
everything's great. The everything's doing wonderful. Armand and Nikki are killing it. He starts with his Stradivarius music and the crowd goes wild. They've added more members. It's really great. Everyone's really beautiful. They do this like really lifelike dance. It's so good. Like people are killing it. Like you should see the critical reviews of this thing that you've done. It is so amazing. And Lestat, like they like panda Lestat, and he's like reading the letter with like one single blood tear running down his cheek alone in a dark cave by himself
Yep.
because Gabrielle is sleeping in the fucking woods. He's just there like I'm like, yo, you will never be happy, bro. Like you will never
Literally.
be happy ever. Never.
And the worst part is he could just go back to fucking Paris. Like nothing stops
Genuinely.
him.
He's like, no, I am alas, but I am too sad to go to Paris.
He's on his emo boy world tour, honestly.
Holy shit. It's so funny because like I read chapter 2, so this will come up next time for all of you
Mhm.
listeners out there. But just a heads up. Chapter 2 needs to be scored to the instrumental version of Boulevard of Broken Dreams by Green Day.
Yes.
Like
Yep.
that is all of chapter 2. Chapter 1 is Mad World. Chapter 2 is Boulevard of Broken Dreams. It is very sad. And you're just there reading it like, man, if I were a vampire, I'd just be killing people and having a bunch of sex.
Yep.
I'd be living
Yep.
large. I'd be having the best time. And this man is like,
I became a vampire to what is it? Ah, fuck. I became a vampire to fuck forever. What is it? That whole quote from fucking What We Do in the Shadows?
oh, with Laszlo Cravensworth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
Suck
man, I
oh,
can't
I became a
remember.
vampire to suck blood and fuck forever.
Yes.
Yeah,
Those are the two best reasons to become a vampire.
truly, truly.
Lestat is like, I became a vampire, but oh, well, I didn't actually choose this for myself.
Yeah.
So I shall remain here and I shall cry. Like, oh
All
man.
I'm imagining is like you flash to like Laszlo, who's like, not Laszlo, what? To Lestat, who's like, and then you like flash to like me at a rave now that I can't get any illness. And like, I
Drinking
don't,
blood with ecstasy in it, like, yeah!
yeah, literally, no consequences.
I'm having the
Like,
time of my own life.
yeah.
Woo!
And then it's like flashes back to Lestat, who's like in a dark corner crying. You know, it's like, I just want to know about my family. And I'm just like, another shot, another shot.
Oh my god. So terrible.
So terrible. So in Venice, Lestat's looking for Marius's paintings and cannot find them. He's also started to hear from Alani directly.
Mm-hmm.
Alani says that they have to watch Nikki at all times, otherwise he's just gonna keep growing their numbers because he's sloppy as shit,
Mm-hmm.
which
He's a
is
messy bitch,
hilarious.
Lestat. Please come back.
Yeah, she's like, Alani's like, please, please get your boyfriend. He's pissing us all off. I can't take it anymore.
You told Armand not to harm him for some reason, and now he's out of control.
Yeah. He knows it. He knows it.
He
If
does.
he
He
didn't
knows he
know
has
it,
the
we'd be
bill.
fine.
He knows he has the fucking clean bill of health, and that he has the immunity idol, and he is taking it. He's taken advantage.
Well, it's like kids when like the babysitter's there. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like,
They're like extra well behaved for the babysitter, but then horrible for their parents, or vice versa.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about when they're like horrible for the babysitter because they're like, we know you don't know the rules. You know what I mean?
I can definitely stay up all night and play Resident Evil.
Yeah.
I'm not
Um,
7. I'm 10.
yeah. My
Oh,
mom lets me do it
10
all
is
the
still bad?
time.
15 then.
Yeah. So Eleni wants Lestat to come back to them. Armand apparently does not stay at the theater at all, and he doesn't perform. He built a little house at the base of the tower and comes to the theater every night to rule, which I think is hilarious. Like, I'm just imagining the fact that like it's like when people live in an apartment and do like really big upgrades to the apartment. I'm like, you
Mm-hmm.
don't own that. Like, why would you do that? Like, you just have to
You are a renter.
like I'm all for people, changing shit like that's easy to take up, take down, But
Mm-hmm.
like when they go into the like demolition crew, I'm like, what are you doing?
You mean like the president in the East Wing of the White House?
Literally, literally, literally. He starts chiseling stories into the street to Marius, like full like paragraph sentence structure. Like I'm like, what do you? Why?
Like a
Can you imagine?
madman.
Like a
Like a
madman.
madman.
Yeah. Can you imagine like coming out of your house one day and someone like fucking chiseled shit into
No,
it? I'd
dude.
lose my mind.
That would upset me so much. I'd be like, shut up. Why are you doing this to me? I'd think it was a ghost haunting me or
Yeah.
something. It would really fuck
Yeah.
with me. Not
Be like,
good.
who's Lestat? Who the fuck's Marius? Lose my mind. Lose
My
my
name's
mind.
Mario. Do you mean Mario?
Yeah. My name's Leonard. You know what I mean? Like um and then I also wrote a note here that the story that they give of Osiris and Typhon to me sounds like vampire god.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Agree.
So then Lestat ends this little section with after all, Marius wasn't really there, and neither was Gabrielle. And I was like, hello? Lestat what?
Well, he still talks to her. She's
Yeah.
like not around, but she
Yep.
like still sends him like missives and talks to him. Cause like I wrote down the way Gabrielle poo poos Lestat's researching is so real. Like the
Yeah.
conversations you try to have with your parent about cool stuff that you've been doing, and they
Mhm.
don't fully get it. So they're just like, that's great, sweetie.
Yep. Yep.
And then she like fully abandons him. She's like, by the way, I can sleep in the dirt. Bye.
Literally. Literally. So that is the end of this episode. That's all we have for today. Candace, where can the people of the internet find you and all the stuff you're working on?
You can find me at the Candace Marie on Blue Sky and at Candace Magnificent everywhere else. I am one quarter of Three Black Halflings. You can listen to us wherever you catch your pods. We're a show that's about race and intersectionality. We've been having some very cool and interesting nerdy conversations. Last week we had Samantha Bayart on the show, who you may know as the voice of Karlak. We've also had Oscar Montoya from Dimension 20 and Dropout. We've also had like quite a few people before my time, Matt Mercer, Erica Ishii, all those awesome people that are in voice acting and nerd spaces. In the future, in 2026, we plan on having just trying to open it up to more like pop culture figures as well. So some actors and some writers and some musicians. So please definitely check out the podcast if you are interested. You can also hear me over on Feminist Fairy Tales. They have a podcast episode that is a special episode, one shot, called Star 1100.1. And I play Wendy Darling. It is a take on Peter Pan, and I'm very proud of it. And then you can also hear me in a one shot called She Likes to Look at the Stars over on Gather by the Ghostlight, which is an anthology podcast that specializes in short plays and short fiction by a variety of authors.
And we'll catch you all here in 2 weeks with another episode. Bye, everybody.
Bye.